People always say, love thy neighbor. I don't think this is exactly what the Bible meant, but here we are. My husband, Greg, and I have been married for 4 years. We live in a quiet subdivision in Minneapolis, the kind of place where the biggest scandal is usually someone leaving their recycling bin out too long. We were happy. Boring, but happy. Then came the fire. It was late October. Our neighbors, Chris and his wife, Tanya, had a massive electrical fire that took out their entire second floor. It was devastating. It was freezing outside, and they had nowhere to go. Greg, being the absolute golden retriever of a human that he is, insisted they stay with us while the insurance company sorted out the repairs. It'll be fun, he said. Like a long double date. And for the first month, it was fine. Until that Tuesday. I work from home on Tuesdays. I thought everyone was out of the house. Greg was at the office, Tanya was at her Pilates studio, and Chris usually worked on site. I was doing a quick tidy up, grabbing towels from the hallway. I walked into the guest bathroom, which, remember, is my bathroom usually without knocking. The steam hit me first. Then, through the mist, I saw Chris. Now, Chris is a big guy. He's got this thick beard, broad shoulders. He literally played Santa Claus at the neighborhood block party last year. Hence, the nickname. But seeing him there, with zero red suit and zero inhibition, let's just say he was jolly. I froze. He turned, water dripping down his chest, and just smirked. I stammered something unintelligible and ran out of the room, my face burning hot. I should have told Greg. I should have laughed it off. But I didn't. I went back to my office, and I couldn't focus on a single spreadsheet. All I could see was Chris. 2 weeks later, a blizzard hit. Greg was stuck at work. Tanya was visiting her mother. The roads were closed. It was just me and Chris in the house. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. We were in the kitchen making hot chocolate. I handed him a mug, our fingers brushed, and that was it. The dam broke. We didn't even make it to the bedroom. Let's just say Santa came early that year, and he definitely stuffed a stocking. It became a thing. Whenever Greg and Tanya were out, we were busy. It was reckless. It was terrifying. And God help me, it was the most exciting thing that had happened to me in a decade. But then came the reckoning. About 3 weeks into the affair, I was in the laundry room folding sheets. The door clicked shut behind me. I turned around, and there was Tanya. She didn't look happy. She had her arms crossed, leaning against the dryer, staring right through me. My heart stopped. I thought, this is it. My life is over. She knows. I know what you're doing, she said. Her voice was dead calm. I started shaking. I was about to drop to my knees and beg for forgiveness. I opened my mouth to plead, Tanya, please, don't tell Greg. But then she stepped closer, and her face changed. The anger vanished. She looked inquisitive. So, she whispered, raising an eyebrow. How was he? I blinked, my brain short-circuiting. Excuse me? Chris, she said, a little smirk playing on her lips. He told me you guys hooked up during the blizzard. And then again last Thursday. I just want to know, did you have fun? He said you were pretty enthusiastic. I stood there, clutching a pillowcase, completely floored. It turns out, Chris and Tanya have been in an open relationship for 10 years. They tell each other everything. She wasn't mad, she was getting off on the details. She wanted the play-by-play. So, here is my life now. It is currently 7 p.m. on a Friday. We are all sitting at my dining room table having lasagna. Greg is telling a story about his boss, completely oblivious, laughing and pouring wine for everyone. Across the table, Tanya winks at me as she takes a sip of her drink. Next to her, Chris brushes his foot against mine under the table. 3 of us know exactly what's going on. 3 of us are perfectly happy with the arrangement. And my poor, sweet, innocent husband thinks he's just being a good neighbor. I look at Greg, and I feel a twinge of guilt, a sharp little pinch in my chest. But then Chris passes me the garlic bread, his hand lingering on mine for just a second too long, and I realize I'm not going to stop. I think I like being on the naughty list.